all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back on the Bossman Show here with Coach King Rice of the Mama Hawks out of the MAC for the first time on the show. Coach Rice, been a fan of yours for years. Been glad to finally get to talk to you, man. How things up there in Jersey?
Well, we dealing with a little bit of snow right now, but we've been spoiled so far this year that the weather's been incredible. But this past weekend we got dumped on a little bit, but other than that, everything is great. I'm very blessed and looking forward to a big game on Wednesday night.
I hear that. I hear that. I watched the game against the Giants and Packers game. I saw it snow, man. I hit my guy up who lives over there in Jersey City. He was like, "Bro, you don't want to know what's going on up here, man. It'll shut Atlanta down. What's going on up here? I know it will. I can't drive a snow save my life, Coach. I'll stay in the house when it's snow coming. I'm staying in the house for a week. No lie."
No, and that's what people do. But the road service gets out there quickly, man, and it really wasn't too bad this time, but it's still the middle of winter, so we're not safe until probably about the end of March, beginning of April. So I got my fingers crossed that we have a good one this year.
No doubt, Coach. This is your 9th year leading the Hawks, man. So tell me, what do you feel has been your greatest accomplishment over your 9 years at Monmouth so far?
Well, first off, so many people came before me. And the thing that I'm probably most proud of is that it is my 9th year. if you look at the numbers in college basketball and for head coaches, minority head coaches don't make up a lot of the seats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fortunate to be one of the guys that gets to run a program, and that I've been able to do it for 9 years. I'm thankful to coaches like Coach Thompson, all the guys that came before me, Leonard Hamilton, Mike Anderson, and so many more, Clem Haskins, and so many people that set the bar to give us this opportunity, and that I've been fortunate enough to hold on to the program, run the program, move the program forward for 9 years is really a big deal for me.
I hear that, Coach, because I feel like we lost a lot of coaches this offseason. There are minority coaches. We lost a lot of them, and I feel like those guys can do great jobs. I feel AD's going to give those guys a chance, because sometimes us, we get one chance, and then that's it. If we don't make it happen there at first time, we pretty much up against this the rest of our careers. We can't get another opportunity, or almost like a lot of coaches, other coaches get second opportunities. We don't get that. So having you in 9 years, having like Leonard Hamilton, those guys, man, like Mike Jones and Radford, man, it's so good for us to have examples of success. So ADs will say, hey, a black coach can get the job done as well.
Well, that's what it's all about. And I have love for everybody and all the coaches, because it is a very hard job. But I also look at the numbers, and I would like to see more guys get an opportunity. I've been very fortunate, but I come across a lot of guys that I think are really, really good at this business, that would do great as a head coach, that if we continue to have success, then maybe more guys will get a chance. And that's what I like to think about. That's why I try to run the program that I run. It took me a while to get the head coaching position, and now that I've gotten it, I understand some things better, and I try to be a good role model for guys in the business and for my players, to try to show people that a person of color is very capable of running a program and being successful.
Now, Coach, what did you guys prioritize this offseason for? Is it April, May, June, July? Always get these guys better. I know skill development is very key to the level that you guys coach at, maybe at your level of basketball. So what did you do this summer to kind of say, hey, we need to get better here, we need to grow here physically and mentally and emotionally to be better going forward next year?
Well, what we tried to do, we started off very we had a tough schedule last year, so everybody knows we started 0-12, and I knew I was going to schedule hard again. And what I saw, the difference was last year we needed our bodies to change first. We were in games, and I'm watching my kids, and they look like kids compared to some of the teams that we were going up against. So our first goal was to make our bodies different this summer. And our guys all stayed in the summer, and we had gotten our strength coach back, Tim Rain, and he did an unbelievable job with our guys over the summer. Just when you feel strong and you look strong, your confidence goes way up. And I think that's what happened with our kids this summer. And then the togetherness factor happened because every single one of them were on the line together. And everybody had to go through the same exact stuff to get to the season. And I think that made us bond more. It made us get to know each other more. It made us appreciate each other's walks better, just because we are all different. But if we can get together and have a common goal, it will make all of us better. And those were the main things. And like you said, I'm big on skill development. So if you're a poor shooter, then we spend a lot of time in the gym shooting. If you're not taking care of the ball, then we work on ball handling and passing. But we really try to focus on just keeping these guys' heads in the right place, really pushing team is better than everything. And if we continue to teach these young men those things and hold them accountable to them, we're going to have a lot of success, not just on the court, but also in the classroom.
Couple things there, Coach. I know a lot of fans don't realize this, Coach, but that strength coach is very key to a program. Like you said, getting those guys stronger, and also getting strong mentally as well, because they go through those hard tasks, those flexible things. Also, that nutrition plan you have them on, those suicides, those heels they run. So that guy is so key to your program. Any program, it is getting those guys strong, like you said, Coach. They can have stamina second half, so have stamina in February and in March, hopefully as well.
Well, that's definitely a key for our program, and you see that all across the country. I see a lot of strength coaches out there doing great things, and you can watch. One of the ones I watched closely the last couple of years was Kelvin Sampson's team out at Houston. And we all know Kelvin is a great, great coach. But then when you started seeing Houston winning 20 games in a row, 21 in a row, you start asking yourself, well, what are they doing differently this year or the last 3 or 4 years than they've been doing? Because Kelvin's always been a great coach. And you look and you see they have a great strength coach. You watch them change their bodies. You watch there's a commitment to mental health, but also people's physical strength because of the food that those young men are eating. And you watch all those things through the strength coach, and that just makes them more prepared to be better basketball players. And then when you have a coach like Kelvin Sampson, who's as good as he is, and you put those young men in front of them, stronger, faster, more ready to hear what he's talking about, success follows quickly.
You got that right, Coach. And for you, 9 years longevity. So I'm pretty sure in recruiting wise, you can get any guy you want to, whether it be a high school senior, a prep school guy, a JUCO guy, if it's the right fit, transfer, grad transfer, or even an international kid, because Mama has a great brand, a great education, and a great coach like yourself to teach you and grow your game and also grow you as a man as well.
Well, that's the important parts, and we really recruit the whole family. We try to recruit your mom, your grandma, your girlfriend, whoever's close to you. We want you to know that we will talk to them also, because it definitely takes everybody over the 4 or 5 years while you're in college. We're going to need help from your parents. We're going to need help from your guardians. We're going to need help from your friends, just in case you're going through something that you haven't dealt with before. And we get these young men, and you know them through recruiting. But you get to know them a lot better over the years you have them with you. And we feel like we are all a family. And we try to work closely with the parents and the kids and the high school coach and the AAU coach and everybody that's impacted their lives to this point. And then we try to team up with them so we can continue the progress that these young men have already made before we get them.
You kind of mentioned, Coach, in a previous response that you schedule hard, and I think that's good that you schedule hard because it gets the kids ready for that tough MAC slate, because those guys are tough in the MAC. Some great coaches in the MAC. So that's a tough schedule. Gets these young men to deal with adversity first and foremost, but also get them stronger to compete against the guys that compete with for that bid that you all going to get out of the MAC that one, which y'all won big league. So really counts to peak at the right time in that tournament to get that win to go to the big dance there.
Well, there's all kinds of reasons, and that's the main one. We want to compete at the highest level. We want to play guys that people consider some of the best in the country, and we want to see where we stand against them. But the whole goal is to be ready for the MAC regular season and try to win that championship, which we're going to 20 games this year. And then after that, like you said, to be peaking at the right time. We got close last year, playing our best ball in March, won 3 in a row, and then ran into a tough Iona team who's really done a tremendous job since I've been in the MAC for 6 years. Tim Clues you mentioned the coaching in our league. Tim Clues is at the top of the heap. Steve Masiello, John Dunn, Kevin Baggett. There's so many guys that we have to compete against on a regular basis that are really good at this business and really good at their job. So we try to put ourselves in as hard of situations in the preseason as we can, so we can be ready for the slate of the MAC.
Now, Coach, it's kind of interesting about your schedule here. You played 2 games until January 3rd, pretty much. So you have an opportunity to do a lot of self-scouting and that skill development piece that we talked about earlier, because you're only playing 2 games between now and January 3rd.
Well, when I saw that on our schedule, I was like, oh, that's great, because we have all these tough games, and then we're only going to have 2 games in December. So we'll really have a lot of time to practice and get better. Well, when you're the coach, that's a great plan. When you're the players, they're like, hold up now, he's going to try to practice us twice a day, every day in December too. And so it's a fine line that you keep your guys in shape, okay? You keep their minds razor sharp, because we were getting pretty sharp before our last game. And then you also have to give them enough time off, because they are college students, and they see all this time as free time when we don't have games. And, you know, I really encourage them to have a fun college experience. So it's a fine line. I've been working closely with my trainer and my strength coach so we can give them the right amount of time off for school, the right amount of time off to recover and get their bodies back, all the bumps and bruises done. If there's any injuries, you give some kids off a little bit more time so they can get all the way healthy. And then you got to make sure you're practicing hard enough, because 2 games in 30-something days is not a lot. So we've already scrimmaged once. We're probably going to scrimmage again today. And just try to keep their minds. I think that's so important right now in college athletics, that if the kids' minds are in the right place and they're feeling good about what we're doing and what they're doing in their lives, then they're just better basketball players, because they feel comfortable, they feel confident, and keeping their minds in the right place is key to success in college ball.
That's what I got for you, Coach, is I know you've been around some great coaching individuals in this business. But who are some guys that really help mold you as a coach, as a person, being in this business as long as you have?
Well, first off, I have to start with my father. He wasn't a coach, but he definitely taught me about athletics. He taught me about life. He taught me about being a man. He didn't say a lot of things, but being a man was one of them. And I knew exactly what he meant, because he set an example every single day on what being a man meant. So anytime I would stray off and then I would have a conversation with my father, he would just say, come on, son, be a man. And I watched him be a man for so long, I knew what he meant. And that helped me along the way the whole time. I had a great high school coach in Tom Cordial, who really did a lot for my family in the recruiting process, and just was as good of a person while I was growing up as anybody to me. And then obviously I played for Coach Smith, who was one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever. But then influenced by all the coaches there, Coach Ford, Coach Guthridge, Coach Harp, Dave Hanners, Randy Wheel. All those guys played a major role in just helping me grow up from a young man to a man. Right now I lean on Mark Turgeon a lot. I lean on Coach Williams a lot. I'm very, very close with Wes Miller at UNC Greensboro. We probably lean on each other a lot. I'm close with Jeff Lebo, so I talk to him a lot. And then Mike Anderson has helped me since I've been a head coach tremendously. And Leonard Hamilton has probably given me some of the best advice since I've been a head coach, trying to help me calm down, not take things so personally when it goes my way and when it doesn't go my way. But I try to talk to all coaches because everybody can help you. When you're the head coach, sometimes it gets lonely because everybody's expecting you to have all the answers all the time for every situation. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can't show a sign of that you're not sure, or, hey, this isn't going how I planned or thought it might. And there's not a lot of people to call during the season. So I lean on those men, but I talk to everybody. I try to talk to friends outside the business, because sometimes when you're so entrenched in it, you can't see it as clearly. So I'll talk to some of my friends outside the business, and they'll be like, King, why do you guys do it that way? You ever look at it like this? And that helps you sometimes too. And, if I continue in this being able to call people, it's also helping prepare me to be able to mentor younger people in the business and helping me stay sharp. So I can help the guys that come behind me.
I hear that, Coach Rice. With coaches, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Hope to see you at the Final Four. Hope to see you at the Final Four in Atlanta here in 2020, man. And best of luck to you this year. And I look forward to talking to you again, Coach.
Well, I appreciate you having me on. And one more, Coach, and I can't believe I didn't say his name already, but that's Kevin Stallings. Kevin Stallings stood up for me when I was a young coach making bad decisions, and really taught me what this was all about, taught me what this business was about, how you're supposed to do it, how you take care of your family, how you take care of your players and everybody on campus. And he means a lot in my life because I made some mistakes when I was on his staff as a young coach that a lot of guys get fired for. And he believed in me and kept me on his staff, and we did a lot of great things together. So I'm very indebted to Kevin Stallings.
He's a great guy. I covered him on his Vanderbilt. He's come to my show a few times as well. Always been nice to me. I miss him. I think he's a great dude, man. I wish he got a better deal at Pittsburgh, but I think he'll be back in the business. If he wants to, he can get back in for sure.
If he wants to. I think he might be enjoying the relaxation of not having to deal with everybody expecting you to win every game.
Yeah, I know he loves his guitar as well. He told me about his guitar lessons. I know he loves that guitar.
He's pretty good at it, too.
Yes, indeed. Well, Coach, like I said, man, thank you for your time today. Hope to see you at the Final Four, and best luck to you down the road, man.
I will see you soon, and I really appreciate you thinking about me and our program, and I think good things are on the forefront for us.
Yes, indeed. Coach Rice, thank you again. Merry Christmas, man.
All right, you too.
All right, it's King Rice here on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.